Most men are trying to win with a style that's outdated, underinformed, and misaligned. They're playing checkers in a chess game. They've got a great blazer, they've got awesome loafers, but they're still using the wrong code. See, business casual isn't one universal language, it's a code. And that code changes depending on where you are and who you're interacting with. Here's the kicker. When your outfit doesn't match your industry's code, people don't decode you, they just dismiss you. Let that land. That old formula of a nice button down tucked into some clean khakis and a pair of penny loafers that we were told would work everywhere is now like assuming that one passcode unlocks every door and every floor in a building. Every floor has a different access code, and what you wear is your visual passcode. But more than that, each style has a style encryption system that I've helped over 500 professional men decode. It's all I do. In tech, it's all about innovation, autonomy, and disruption. You have open offices and agile meeting, which forms a culture of function over form, efficiency over fashion. And it's why Steve Jobs wore the same items over and over again, so he could focus on innovation. Men in this profession find themselves in startup lounges, hybrid work, where they are constantly face-to-face for constant collaboration. So because of that, there's absolutely no need for overdressing. In fact, it could actually be detrimental, but we'll talk about that later. Throwing on a dual zip cardigan or a well-made luxury hoodie with a casual button-down collar and a pair of tech trousers and a nice white pair of sneakers creates a modern look for a modern industry. A hoodie in tech doesn't mean lazy. It can mean I move efficiently. But wear that same hoodie in a law office and you're no longer Steve Jobs. You're just an unprofessional and unprepared amateur. In law, conservatism is the currency. Clarity structures your status in high-pressure, hierarchical, formality-driven spaces like courtrooms or mediations. Crisp suits, pressed shirts, and dressy ties, along with somber lace-up cap toes, present control over drawing attention to yourself. In law, accessories signal legacy, reinforcing credibility through subtle displays of refinement. So accessories like leather briefcases and subtle heirloom watches reinforce that competency. In the fast-paced, performance-based world of finance, precision equals power. Appearance equals competence. Whether it's the boardroom meeting or a high-stake pitch, symmetry on brand is expected. Charcoal and navy jackets dominate, paired with light blue or pink shirts. There's no need for ties, and they throw on simple gray or navy trousers along with some dressy loafers. Studies show that men in structured, tailored garments not only project confidence, they actually feel more confident. It's called enclothed cognition. So what you wear alters how you think and how you behave. In finance, dressing sharply doesn't just show influence perception, it reinforces mental performance. But in the collaborative, expressive, and often remote-friendly creative space, individuality is often of great value. Style extends beyond clothing because every piece of clothing is showing your perspective. So style becomes your brand. Creative agencies, media hubs, and urban workspaces are looking for the cool, casual novelty jacket, a plain or graphic tee paired with a pair of wide leg chinos and some cool, funky sneakers. A statement piece like a scarf or a standout pair of glasses acts as a personal branding tool. So here's the question. Why does the same outfit win in one room but crash in another? The answer, you're not decoding the context. Every professional space comes with a hidden style encryption key. And if you ignore it, even your best dressed self gets treated like spam. Each industry has different expectations. In finance, casual could equal careless. In tech, overly formal could equal inflexible. In law, underdressed could equal untrustworthy. In creative, buttoned up could equal boring. Let's dig into the science behind this style code. It's the psychological principle that says the easier something is to mentally process, the more we trust it. When your outfit matches your industry code, your presence feels fluent. When you're visually in sync with the room, trust builds fast. But if your look requires mental translation, people just opt out. They don't ask, why are you wearing that? They just decide he doesn't fit. The priming effect tells us that first impressions shape every interaction that follows. So here's the play. Your outfit isn't decoration, it's encryption. It sets the tone, it dictates the frame, and it primes people to see you as capable, reliable, and even visionary, or none of the above. What you wear shapes how you feel too. Clothing just doesn't prime others, they prime you. A well-structured look in finance sharpens your edge. A relaxed creative fit unlocks flow and ideation. Let's be real. I know you heard that you should always just be yourself. But if yourself doesn't translate into the right code, you're invisible. Or worse, you're mistrusted. Overdressing can read as arrogant. Underdressing can feel disrespectful. Style mismatches cost credibility. In post-2020, the style code got updated. Hybrid work blurred the lines. But that doesn't mean that code disappeared. It just got an upgrade. Now it's about adaptive clothing. Knowing how to dress when you're in the office, on a Zoom call, or at a networking event. If your code isn't optimized, you're running outdated software in a high-speed society. Now here's where advanced decoding comes in. Accessories equal punctuation in this visual coding. In finance, a timepiece signals time literally equaling money, or in this case, prestige. In creative, a bold frame can signal narrative confidence. In law, a leather briefcase says, I'm a part of this professional fraternity. These aren't extras. They become syntax. They complete the code and elevate clarity. One of my clients, Simone, is a seasoned IT professional. And when we first started working together, he was applying for a high-level hybrid management position. For his initial Zoom interview, he wore the usual Wall Street kid. Navy jacket, white shirt, bow tie, and a white pocket square. Wanting to make a great first impression. Sharp? Yeah. Aligned? Definitely not. For his in-person interview, we decided to refine his look. Instead of being overly dressed, he wore a tan short coat with a pair of gray performance trousers, a long sleeve polo, and a pair of dressy but casual desert boots. Same man, but a totally new message. He was a little hesitant with the look until receiving an offer within 48 hours. He told me afterward, despite all of the great recommendations, they said that he felt like he already worked there. That's the power of processing fluency. You're not dressing up, you're dressing in. Think about this. Your wardrobe is a line of code. It's read, it's interpreted, and then it triggers a response, just like a computer program, whether it's on screen or working in the background. So if you want to command attention and build trust before you speak, you've got to dress in a way that decodes instantly and translates seamlessly. That's how you become unforgettable without having to say a word. Now that you cracked the code, next up, your signature uniform. Because once you're fluent in your industry's coded language, it's time for you to write your own. Let's build a repeatable system that makes you unforgettable. So now that you've tried this on, I hope it fits you well, and I'll see you in the next one.